the name of a famous border family, which, with its various branches, chiefly inhabited Liddesdale. According to tradition, the original surname was Fairbairn, and belonged to the armour-bearer of an ancient king of Scotland, who, having his horse killed under him in battle, was straightway remounted by Fairbairn on his own horse. For this timely assistance, the king amply rewarded him with lands on the borders, and in allusion to the manner in which so important a service was performed, Fairbairn having taken the king by the thigh, and set him at once on the saddle, his royal master gave him the name of Armstrong, and assigned him for crest, an armed hand and arm, in the hand a leg and foot in armour, couped at the thigh, all proper. Amongst the clans on the Scottish side of the border, the Armstrongs were formerly one of the most numerous. They possessed the greater part of Liddesdale, which forms the southern district of Roxburghshire and of the debateable land. All along the banks of the Liddel, the ruins of their ancient fortresses may still be traced. The habitual depredations of this border race had rendered them so active and daring, and at the same time so cautious and circumspect, that they seldom failed either in their attacks or in securing their prey. Even when assailed by superior numbers, they baffled every assault by abandoning their dwellings, and retiring with their families into thick woods and deep morasses, accessible by paths only known to themselves. One of their most noted places of refuge was the Tarras-moss, a frightful and desolate marsh, so deep that two spears tied together could not reach the bottom. Although several of the Scottish monarchs had attempted to break the chain which united these powerful and turbulent chieftains, none ever had greater occasion to lower their power, and lessen their influence, than James V. The hostile and turbulent spirit of the Armstrongs, however, was never entirely broken or suppressed, until the reign of James VI, when their leaders were brought to the scaffold, their strongholds razed to the ground, and their estates forfeited and transferred to strangers, so that throughout the extensive districts formerly possessed by this once powerful and ancient clan, there is scarcely left, at this day, a single landholder of the name. Their descendants have been long scattered, some of them having settled in England, and others in Ireland. The most celebrated of these border chiefs was Johnie Armstrang of Gilnookie, who lived in the early part of the 16th century, and is the hero of one of our best historical ballads. A notice of him follows. Jock o' the Side, the hero of another ballad, was also an Armstrong, and a noted Morse trooper in the reign of Mary, Queen of Scots. The site of his residence, the Side, is pointed out on a heathy upland, about 2 miles to the west of Newcastle town, in Liddesdale, while the ruins of Mangerton Tower, the seat of his maternal uncle, are still visible, on the How below.